I have several questions for you. Who's responsible? Are you able to track who in your organization made this massive failure and released the victims' names? Are you able to track who it was that obscured Les Wexner's name as a co-conspirator in an FBI document? Do you have that kind of accountability?
I believe Wexner's name was listed more than 4,000 times.
Yeah, I already told you that. This is where he's listed as a co-conspirator.
Can I finish my answer? Come on, let me finish my answer. We corrected that within 40 minutes. He was already, you're acting like everybody's trying to cover up Wexner's name.
Reclaiming my time.
I'm going to answer this question.
Reclaiming my time.
Mr. Chairman. This isn't how this works.
Can I have my time back? Mr. Chairman.
The gentlelady can give her answer. The time belongs to the gentleman from Kentucky.
All right, I'm reclaiming my time.
Can I give my answer?
So yes. I'm going to put the language of the bill up on the screen.
Chairman, may I give my answer on that? It's a political joke, and I need to give my answer on that.
We'll let the Attorney General respond, and then the gentleman can move to his next question.
It's my time.
Within 40 minutes, you asked me a question. Within 40 minutes, Wexner's name was added back.
Within 40 minutes of me catching you red-handed.
There was one redaction out of over 4,700, and we invited you in. This guy has Trump derangement syndrome. He needs to get, you're a failed politician. You need to watch the video.
Mr. Chairman, please restore his time and remind the witness of the rules here.
Pam Bondi is crashing out in the House Judiciary Committee meeting. This is old Texas Paul. Hope your coffee's as good as mine. Hell, I hope it's better. I hope my ride or die people are having a great day. I really do. Yeah, she lost her shit when Jerry Nadler asked her, Democratic Congressman Jerry Nadler asked her, how many of the people in the Epstein co-conspirators are you investigating or indicting? And she just lost her shit, man. I'm telling you. Aaron Rupar, A-Scene, there's several people that are posting clips of her just crashing out. There's way more than I can post in this video. Go take a look at the work these guys are doing. Aaron Rupar and A-Scene, A-C-Y-N, and Aaron Rupar. If you're on Blue Sky or Threads, go check it out, man. It is worth watching. I'm telling you, this Epstein stuff, so many people were very afraid that, oh, they're just going to cover it up and we're never going to say, oh, no. I told you, it's going to be a drip, 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 and keep happening. They cannot run from this. Even dumbass Cletus can understand what's going on here.
Come back. Let's just dive right into it. A lot of people went to social media and they said Pam Bondi, she did not handle that hearing very well. That she did not handle it very well. And I think why people are coming for her is simply because she went on Fox News and she said she had the files on her table, ready to be. You know what I mean? So that's why they want her to, like, what you say you had, you just got to do it. That's why people are not letting it go. Do not forget, this did not start in this administration, but this administration promised use this as a campaign slogan that they are going to release it all when they get into power. And now they got the power, they are not releasing it. And I think that's what it's causing a lot of people to say something, and people that did not even know about these files, now they are getting to know about it. Let's go listen to how people are reacting to how Pam Bondi handled the hearing, and credits to the creators.
America's sweetheart, hair flip, brassy blonde Bondi testified today in the House Oversight Committee. I want you to pay attention to what Jamie Raskin says in the very beginning of the testimony, and then I'll show you how Pam Bondi behaved.
Please do not waste 1 second of our precious time by evading questions, by changing the subject, or engaging in personal attacks against members of Congress. In the Senate, you brought something with you called a burn book, a binder of smears to attack members personally for doing the people's work of oversight. Please set the burn book aside and answer our questions. And when you hear us reclaim our time, that means it's time for you to stop speaking. We only have 5 minutes, so when we reclaim our time, that means you stop. The quality of justice in America depends on the character of our government.
I really have just one question for you. How many of Epstein's co-conspirators have you indicted? How many perpetrators are you even investigating?
First, you showed it. I find it.
How many have you indicted?
Excuse me. I'm going to answer the question.
Answer my question.
No, I'm going to answer the question the way I want to answer the question.
No,
Your
you're going to answer the
theatrics are
question the way I
ridiculous.
asked it.
Chairman Jordan, I'm not going to get in the gutter with these people, but I'm going to answer the question.
How many have you indicted?
Again, the time belongs to
Reclaiming my time.
The time belongs.
I think it's very
Reclaiming
interesting.
my time.
I think it's very
Reclaiming my
interesting.
time.
You can
When
reclaim
he
your
talks
time.
about they
Reclaiming my time,
indicted,
Mr.
the
Chairman.
president said they
Stop the
indicted
clock.
him
Mr.
twice.
Chairman, please
They
stop the
sure
clock
did.
and
And
stop
he
the clock and
indicted.
restore his
Oh,
time.
okay, here we go with these
Committee will be in order.
theatrics.
The time belongs to the gentleman from New York.
Please.
We will give you a few more seconds. We will do that. But when you ask a question, the witness
question
gets to
was-
answer. You may not like the answer, but she
Right.
gets to
The
answer.
question was, how many of Epstein's...
They don't like the answer, Chairman,
my time.
because it's honest.
Reclaiming
So
my-
he asked a
reclaiming my
4-minute
time.
question.
Restore 45
and
seconds,
I
Mr.
am
Nadler,
going
please,
to
Mr. Chairman.
answer.
You can let her filibuster all day long, but not on our watch.
Reclaiming-
Not on our time. No way.
Reclaiming-
And I told you about that, Attorney General, before you started.
You don't tell me
No, I
anything,
did tell you because we
washed
saw
up
what you did in the
loser
Senate.
Lawyer, not even a lawyer.
Committee will
It blows my mind that the Attorney General of the United States acts like this in front of Congress for doing DOJ oversight. This is how she filibusters. This is how she deflects. She's not answering any questions, to be expected, but so disappointing.
Pam Bondi was asked twice during her hearing this morning to turn around and acknowledge the Epstein survivors. Baby, she didn't budge. Again, she was asked twice to turn around and acknowledge those survivors. That lady is complicit. She is a disgrace. And the entire time, like we knew she was going to do, she defended Trump. Baby, these people better hope and pray and hope. Let me just say karma, baby. Karma is always watching. These people, like I said, they are a total disgrace. The fact that this lady ignored the Epstein survivors that was sitting behind her. Karma. She better hope that her life will continue to remain peaceful because, baby, I don't see how it can once she leaves that office.
Good morning, everybody. It's about 8:15 a.m. on Wednesday, West Coast time. I just watched 10 minutes. This is happening right now. Pam Bondi is testifying before the Attorney General of the United States, who's in charge of everything related to disclosing the Epstein documents, redactions, and whatnot. She's testifying before the House Judiciary Committee, which is chaired by Republican Jim Jordan, another completely, utterly, absolutely useless skin tag of a human being who has his own history of covering up for sex abusers while he was a wrestling coach at Ohio State. I watched 10 minutes of it, and then I turned it off. Pam Bondi is an absolutely disgusting human being in every way, shape, and form. She's a woman, and she is protecting an international ring of pedophiles and their co-conspirators and their enablers over the victims. I mean, she's treating this like it's a game, like there are points to be scored. Like she's, I was gonna say like she's trying out for spots in prime time on Fox News tonight, but Fox News isn't covering any of this anymore. They've just stopped as much as they can because they know Donald Trump is guilty. I mean, yesterday, Jamie Raskin, got to see unredacted Epstein files, did a name search in the PDF, the global PDF for Donald Trump, and it returned more than 1 million results. Donald Trump's name appears in the Epstein files more than 1 million times. And she's testifying in front of the House Judiciary Committee today, covering for Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump and all of the other disgusting men who are in the Epstein files. And she's just the most disgusting person I've seen. This is just absolutely disgusting in every way, shape, and form. But what a perfect microcosm of our country now.
Pam Bondi just dropped some big information during this very contentious hearing in front of the House Judiciary Committee. And I know there's a lot of yelling going on. You need to put that aside. It's theater, it's noise. Now, there are actually two pieces of news that just came out of this hearing. Number one has to do with whether anyone else is going to be charged or investigated when it comes to Jeffrey Epstein's crimes. And the other has to do with the DOJ's investigation into those other people. So let's start with Pam Bondi dropping this big nugget of information, and no one seems to be paying attention to it. Listen.
I want to know, will anyone besides her or Epstein, which I congratulate President Trump's previous administration and this Department of Justice for continuing all of that, but that they were indicted, but will anyone else be indicted and prosecuted under this, given the information that's in front of us?
We have pending investigations in our office.
Time the gentleman has expired.
Wait, what? For the last year, we have heard from the FBI director that there are no other co-conspirators who could possibly be prosecuted because the FBI didn't have any evidence to follow up on. And just a few weeks ago, Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, who is Pam Bondi's number 2, said this was all over. There was nothing left to do and no more prosecutions were going to come. So now all of a sudden there are pending investigations? Of who? For what? And what happened to no one else is going to be prosecuted because there wasn't enough evidence? Now all of a sudden there's evidence? There are a lot of questions in there. But what we do know is evidence didn't come from at least some of the Epstein survivors who were actually in the room sitting right behind Pam Bondi. And this was a powerful moment.
Now, would the survivors and victims who are here please stand up one more time? Just by show of hands, how many of you or your loved ones actually have met with the Department of Justice and provided testimony and estimate and evidence? None. And of those of you who have not met, which is everyone, how many of you have reached out either individually or through a lawyer or representative to offer to provide testimony and evidence? All of them. And now those of you, all of you who have reached out, how many of you were denied or ignored by the Department of Justice? All of them. And despite the shameful and despicable efforts by Ms. Bondi and her department to intimidate you, how many of you are still willing to speak to the Department of Justice? All of them. Well, Ms. Bondi, it looks like you have some more witnesses to talk to. Gentleman's time has expired.
Okay, there are a handful of pretty prominent Epstein survivors who just stood up and said they have not even met with the Department of Justice or provided any evidence of what happened to them, even though they tried. In fact, they just said they have been ignored. So if the DOJ hasn't talked to the victims, what exactly are they investigating? How could they investigate? How could this even be? Pam Bondi? Never.
Well, well, well. And welcome to another day in the United States of hell, where it's clear to see an elite pedo cabal is running our country. And let's talk about one of these elites and the things he had to say in front of Congress yesterday. Howie Nutlick. Baby, are you okay? Because I do believe you told on yourself yesterday in a most fabulous kind of way, and I want to point it out to everybody. Not just about the fact that you admitted you was at that island and all of that. Oh, no. Howie, I do believe you have a dingleberry today between your mustache and your chin hair, okay? You might want to wipe your face, because you look like a fool. He sat there in front of Congress, honey, and told them that he searched his own name in the files. He said, like everybody does. Like everybody does? Baby, everybody goes to Google every once in a while and searches their name, boo. Not inside of pedophile files. You understand what I'm saying? The only people who would be searching for their own name in a file that has to do with pedophilia are those that might think that they've been mentioned in the file doing pedophilia. Baby, what are you talking about, Howie? What are you talking? Tell us, Howie, who else do you know that searched their own names in the files? Who else was it, Howie? Who else besides you sat on down and decided to peruse their own name in the pedophiles? The fuck are you talking about? You just blew the whole fucking case wide open, dear. All we have to find out is who up there in Congress decided to search their own name in the files. That tells you what you need to know right there. The fact that you even thought you needed to do that, baby, says that you are guilty today of something that ain't okay. The fuck? I'd searched my name like everybody did. Not me. That was the last thing on my mind when I went to see what was in the pedophile files, honey. Was my own fucking name. Crazy motherfucker. Baby, they tell on themselves every day. Every day. If you give them the opportunity to open their fucking mouth, they gonna tell on themselves. Like children do, baby. Like children do. Howard done caught with some dingleberries on his face. All over the place.